Hello, I am Andrew Tyree, and this is the first episode of whatever this is that I'm doing. I was hoping to do this without my sunglasses on, but the sun apparently decided to come back out from behind the clouds, and now I am fucking blind. Alright, so what is this supposed to be? This is whatever I want it to be, but right now what I'm thinking about doing is every single week, I am just going to come out here to the same spot. It's my favorite spot on this planet Earth, other than probably like 2 other places. And I'm going to come out here and just give probably weekly updates, as well as like anything that I learned that I feel might be relevant to anybody else. So, a little bit of background about me. I am 27 and I was in the Army for 4 years. I got out, started going to college, and there's a lot more far and few between than just what I said, but that's as much as I'm willing to share for right now. Yeah. I don't remember where I read it, and I don't remember if somebody had said it to me or whatever. But what I was told earlier this year was that if you have a goal, the best way for you to stick to it is to tell someone about it. And I can choose to tell the people that I have in my life about this, and I already have mostly. But I can also choose to like make something fun out of it as well, because there are new skills that I would like to learn, like video editing and whatever camera thing is called, cinematography, but I don't feel like that would apply to whatever this is. And so I want to learn how to do that. That's something that I would like to learn how to do this year. And on top of that, I want to learn how to dance. I don't know how to do that. I'm super uncoordinated, and I want to get back into shape. And as far as that goes, like for the camera thing, not camera thing, but for the video thing, that doing this was inspired to me by a guy named Curry Baker, who is one of the creators of this comedy channel called That's a Bad Idea. I watched the short segment of an interview that he was doing about his movie coming out. I think it's called Obsession, in this year. And in this video, he was going over like how if you want to become a film director, the one thing that you need to do is to start making a shitty movie, like make your first shitty movie. So here is my first shitty video. I don't know if it's going to be actually shit, but I have a strong feeling that it won't be great. But we can make it great. And that is the entire point, is to just find out. And I like learning new things. So that's one of the things that we're doing. And then dancing. I am attending classes each month to do this. So yeah, I'm going to try that out. Right now I am signed up for salsa and bachata classes, and that is my goal for this year, is to learn how to not be so fucking uncoordinated. And my third goal is to get back into shape. When I was in the Army, I was actually in pretty good shape, got out, and suddenly forgot that exercise is a necessity of life. And so, yeah, I gained since 2019, I had gained, well, up until August of 2023, I had gained 100 pounds. And then, yeah. All right, that's settled. Where was I? Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, so yeah, gained 100 pounds. Sucks. I've now lost 40 pounds of that. But you know, I want to feel healthy. I want to live long and prosper, and being the current weight that I am now, it is really okay, but it's not great. So I would like to get back into being in shape, and the way that I'm planning on doing that is I'm going to actually follow a diet. I am going to continue my walks, because right now I've got a daily walking average of about 5 miles a day. And yeah, I'm also gonna go to the gym 3 times a week. I no longer have like a lot of things going on in my life that are just constantly stressing me out, and I would like to get back to at least somewhat of my baseline rather than what I've become. But yeah, so to continue on about me, I am a dual major. I'm majoring in human physiology and nutrition, and I'm also majoring in English. And I'm also getting a minor in creative writing. And I've been in college for the last like 4 years, and I'm almost finished with my degree. I've got about another year left, and then I'm done. And yeah, when I'm finished with all this, I am planning on seeing if I can go to France to go work in a program there for like about half a year. And when I come back, I'm gonna try to become a teacher. Well, I'm not gonna try, I'm going to become a teacher. And I don't know where life goes from there. And the reason why I'm using my actual name online is, one, because I'm like using my face. I don't know why I would conceal my name if I'm going to use my face. And then two, I write stories, and I'm not going to upload them to the channel, at least anytime soon. Granted, I've already got my shitty guitar covers on here, but I'm not going to upload any of my stories on here, just because, one, I have to record a reading of them, and then two, I am nervous about a public response, even though basically nobody watches this channel. Which we're gonna see if I can do something about that as well. And you know, if I figure out how to do that, I will upload something about that. 2025, considering that this is a expression of a New Year's resolution, 2025 was by far the absolute worst year of my fucking life. The absolute worst year of my entire fucking life. I hated it more than anything. And, well, at least most of it. But 2025 was also the luckiest year of my life. I made a lot of new friends. I reconnected with a lot of old friends and family, and those bonds strengthened. And I was reminded of who I am in the process of doing these things, especially over Christmas, because I was in this weird self-loathing place for months because of all these things going on around me that I could equally control as well as not control. And I'm not going to get into what those things are, at least not until I feel comfortable with that. But it wore me down a lot. And I just got back here from driving home for the holidays, and I spent the last like 4 hours crying my eyes out. Not today. I didn't get back today and then suddenly decided that this would be the thing that I'm doing today. But yeah, it was just a rough year. And so I'm trying to make this year something a lot better, relatively. I don't know if I can fix everything that's happened, but I can at least try. And granted, like, fixing itself is subjective. Like, there's nothing that's, like, inherently broken. It's just, my life is not where I wanted it to be right now. Which, granted, it's not bad. There are plenty of things that I'm extremely grateful for. I have an awesome education, and I have a wonderful group of friends, and I have people that love and care about me. And I'm extremely grateful for those things. And so when I say that my life isn't where I want it to be, I guess the reasoning behind that is my professional life. Because I have still just been figuring out what I wanted to do. And which is bad because, like I said, I'm 27. But at the same time, I want to have fun. And I know that working is not supposed to be fun, but I also, like, that isn't the point. Like, I want it to be fulfilling. And the path that I was going down, it did not feel fulfilling, because when I originally started college, and the entire point behind that was so I could go to medical school. Now, when I was in the Army, people had high aspirations of me, to include myself. And before I got out, I had this notion that I was just supposed to become a fucking doctor. And when I got to college, I don't have bad grades by any means, but I don't have doctor grades by any means. Well, it would be extremely, it would be pretty difficult for me to get into medical school with my current grades, especially in organic chemistry. I would have to score like a 636 on a MCAT. So then I changed my path to become a medical lab scientist, and I did a lot of courses to get to that goal, and I'm grateful for the opportunities that I had along the way with that. I learned a lot of things about, like, microbiology in order to do that. And when I was thinking about what my life would look like more doing that job, I was going to be in the back room of a hospital, like, doing samples, like doing sample studies to help diagnose things, to give supporting evidence for diagnoses. And it did not feel like that was what I was supposed to do. And so in the fall of 2023, I added a minor to my degree. It was a minor in creative writing, and I love it. I love writing, and I ended up taking another course beyond that, and it made me get the idea that I wanted to get into publishing, or at least something in that, like, sphere. And so now I'm here. I mean, that's not my whole damn life story, but it's at least something, you know. I like to think that there is some kind of point to all of the struggles that I've had throughout my life. I don't know what that point is, but I at least like to feel like there's somewhat of a point. And hopefully I find out what the hell that is this year. Like I said, 2025 equally like the worst and also the luckiest year of my life. Like there are so many unforgettable people that I met this year that I will be eternally grateful to. So yeah, moving forward, gym 3 times a week. Gonna stop eating like shit. I think in the next video I'll go over what my diet is gonna look like. I'm not gonna actually have the fucking food with me, but like I'll have pictures I think I'll put in here because I'm gonna like try to learn Adobe, because apparently that's what everybody uses. And or the week after this week I start up classes again, and so this is just going to be an evolving thing. So if you are new here to the channel, which you undoubtedly are, welcome. I'm Andrew Tyree. I was your host, and have a good rest of whatever time it is for you.